Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Wisdom Wednesday. On Wisdom Wednesdays, I share tips on baking. And today's tip is for the CEOs and the innovators of baking companies out there. Okay. I know everyone wants to go clean label, but if you think about it, clean label initiatives come from the top. Yes, it comes from you as the CEO of the baking company and as the R&D innovation or marketing innovation VP. Okay. And the reason why I say this is because I've been involved in projects that our customers wanted a cleanup in their labels, right? And when it comes down to cleaning up the label, it increased the price by probably 25% for some of them, So some of you know, when you look at your balance sheet, when you look at your numbers, the amount that you spend on dough improvers and its alternative in cleaning up could go from $1 million to $2 million. So this increase in millions of dollars for one facility should be enough for you to think about long-term strategies, right? So if you can't afford to pay millions of dollars in dough conditioners every year, then it's time to think long-term. Now, I'm not trying to discourage the use of dough conditioners. I am just saying that what the market is seeing right now is just a huge impact on our bottom line, okay? Dough conditioners are not going to go away. A lot of the facilities now cannot handle going away from dough conditioners. So the dough conditioner market is always going to be here. It's always going to be a stable a product for the baking industry. I'm talking about the future and how innovators and how baking company CEOs would think about the future. When you expand, when you grow, what happens, right? Think about having enough space for fermentation. Think about having low stress. Think about having the S curve from a thermal profile be part of your baking process. All these are like really expensive upfront, right? You're talking about capital costs, you're talking about CapEx, you're talking about millions of CapEx, right? But this millions of dollars in CapEx is going to save you millions of dollars for the next 10, 20 years. Okay, so that's the give and take that you have to consider. And to really understand what I'm talking about, you have to listen to what I presented in the seminar last week. So we gave a seminar on clean label. Mark and I answered questions after that, and it's all on YouTube. I put a link on if you to it, if you want your QA and R&D and production and engineering folks to listen to it. It's available free. It's on the link that I shared below. But basically, you need to be part of our academy to download paper. And you have to download this paper on the BAKERpedia section before you listen to the seminar. Then it will all make sense what I'm talking about. Okay, I basically touched on short-term solutions for clean label. Okay, but I also go a little bit into long-term solutions for clean label. All right, we are not going to go back. This train has left the station. No more SSL, no more datum. For a lot of our customers, they don't want to see that stuff out there. Like, don't argue with them on that, okay? Or you're going to lose the base business. Okay, so I am going to share a little bit of that video here right now so that you could get a glimpse on what it really looks like. Okay, so here goes. Let's see if I can manage this. There you go. Hello there. Welcome to my first BAKERview seminar for 2021, where we are going to dive straight into clean label technologies. Well, because it's important going into 2021 that this should be one of the things that is at the top of your list. You know, as a baker, as a food developer, I have to admit 2020 has been pretty quiet on the ingredient innovation side of things, but that should not stop you from developing and creating new products, right? All right, according to Nelson, the share of clean label sales has increased in the last couple of years, making up to 33% of total food and beverage sales last year. This is a mainstream movement with the millennials driving the trend at 33%, though it's bigger than just them. At least 93% of US households have purchased a clean label product at the grocery store. And half of all shopping trips now include the purchase of a clean label product. Currently, there are no FDA guidelines or definition for what clean means. However, it's generally recognized to have the following. You know, I'm not going to read it out. It's there for you to go check it out, whether or not you agree with me, but that's what's coming back to us from the field on what is perceived as clean. While the public might want simple, natural labels, they are still expecting what products should look and taste like originally. You know, so your clean cake needs to look vibrant and taste aromatic while having the shelf life that your customer expects from you. So as you can see, it's hard. It's difficult to go clean on things, especially like flavors and colors. And one of the questions that I so that's is an excerpt from the seminar. So I hope that you get a chance to go and watch it and share it with your team members, because it's available free for you to share around, free for you to discuss. And if you have any more questions on innovating for clean label in the future, like what can you do to scale up to meet the goal of clean, to not use these conditioners, to put in vats, to talk about longer fermentation, to talk about aged flour, we are here for that. Both Richard and I are available at the Baker Help segment of the website to help you make those decisions. Those are important decisions. Okay, you don't want to go wrong there. And we've had a lot of experience with these systems, so we should be able to help you. All right, so reach out to us. Okay, in the long run, we believe that fermentation is going to take the place of dough conditioners. We believe stress-free equipment is going to take the place of a lot of the emulsifiers that we put in the first place just to keep up with the high pressures of the system, right? So at the end of the day, as a responsible baking CEO, you need to look into the future. You need to understand things like that. What is going to cost you the most money moving forward? Okay, So this would be a good starting point for you to share with your team. And then let's have the conversations from there. Okay. All right. So that's the end for today's Wisdom Wednesday. I hope to see you back tomorrow for Thought Leadership Thursday with Richard. And we are going to go into Richard Charpentier's brains and understand what's going on there in terms of plant-based products. Okay? I hope to see you then. All right? Have a nice day, bakers. Bye.